Welcome back to the Mike Will Experiment and the first episode of my brand new Master Quest series. So, I did recently acquire from a good friend of mine and the channels, Anthony, or Mr. Anton G, as you might know him from our Game Boy video and other videos. So, shouts to Mr. Anton, good friend of mine. Good homie, and I am honored to own a piece of his precious collection. But anyway, that is what this is. It is the bundle that you got for pre-ordering Wind Waker. Now, I will be using the Rumble feature. It actually kind of surprised me that this controller I got, it's pretty, it's just one of these generic, but it was reviewed really well. But yeah, it feels just like it has the, one thing I really like about the GameCube controller is this kind of thumbstick here that it grips your thumb. It's really comfortable. They really took what made the N64 so hand-breaking and improved upon it, which I really like. I think that's why I have the best memories of the GameCube, probably. Okay, so this is the first file. We're going to actually do file 2, because I was not happy with how the last audio turned out. And also, it was just kind of a rehearsal video, so now we're getting into the real thing here. And this series is going to be awesome, man. So make sure you like and subscribe. Alright, there we go. I mean, come on, that sales pitch don't get you. I don't know what won't. Won't. What I'm saying. In the vast deep forest, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. Kokiri? I think it's Kokiri. We're going to go with Kokiri. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. I'm trying to use the same... They're like potato type things. I'm trying to use the same type of phrasing each time and not say tomato and then tomato. I'm trying to actually say be consistent, I keep saying Navi and Navy too. It's Navi, like navigation. So if I do that, please just virtually slap your keyboard and just be like, stop it! Stop doing that! Stop doing that, Mike will play Zelda, okay? That is what you're here to do. Dang, he looks really super shocked right there. I was like, oh snap! I'm surprised no one has memed that. I'm sure someone has. Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. Alright, well that's not a bad thing. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems that the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. Well, they keep making fun of me because I don't have this fairy. I don't appreciate it. A youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. That is a lot that you are putting on me, man. I'm just saying. That's like every Nintendo hero. The fate of the world is at your hands. You must seek and find. Thou shalt. This game has a lot of thee, thy, those, thans, which is interesting. I didn't really... Was that a thing in Excuse me, in this is Ocarina. Was that a thing in Breath of the Wild, the thee, though, thou, thy? Is this just a different time period? Let me know in the comments below. I have no idea. I'm not like a Zelda lore expert or anything like that, so... I'm just saying. I'm not. I am many things, but a Zelda lore expert is not one of them. Hello, Micro. Wake up. The Great Deku Tree, a.k.a. the Deku Tree, you know what I'm saying? Wants to talk to you, Micro. Get up. Man, realistically, if this is me, I'm not up for another 2 hours after this thing is bothering me. I'm probably pulling, like, if you can, you know, pull a cover over your face or something, that'd be great in this situation here. I mean, don't you think? Let me know in the comments. I mean, absolutely. You finally woke up. I'm Navi, the fairy. I think I'm getting that right. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. You're a ball of light, but that's fine. Can you meet a ball of light? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. I mean, it's a fairy, but I don't see, like, a head. I don't see a face. There's no face, man. It's really creepy, actually, if I'm honest. It's creepy, if I'm honest. This game is a little creepy, though. I mean, when you think about it. I mean, these guys are kind of creepy. And I know it's just sort of maybe a product of its age. Just polygon characters like this look creepy, but I don't know. They were going for something here. Alright, so... Oh, finally a fairy. Yeah, this is the whole thing. Finally a fairy, Micro. I'm going to skip some of this early stuff, guys. I've seen it like 3 times tonight because I had some technical problems, so... none of this is that interesting. I'll make sure and read whatever's like actually interesting. This is just like go see the Deku Tree. Okay. You guys get it. Many of you have played this anyways. We'll read the important parts, and once we're past the part that I've seen 1,000 times, which is just basically episode 2, I'll slow back down a little bit. But this is just the tutorial anyway, you guys. So... Yeah, my mic just decided to go belly up on me when I was recording this. And so I went through and I had to restart the computer. You know, this happens sometimes when you're doing a lot of streaming and media and making various videos. The computer just gives up the ghost, man. And if you don't restart the thing, it's just simply not going to work. And that was what was going on. It wasn't the mic. It was actually the computer needed to be restarted. So thankfully, as an IT person, I was able to... suss out the problem and get this episode out. I didn't get all 3 out tonight, unfortunately. Well, I was going to space them out. It's going to be Fridays today, and the next episode will be Monday, so I'll have to get that out by Monday somehow. Maybe I'll make 2 at some point this weekend, just because the audio failed. So I was supposed to get to 3, but I'm only getting to 1, if you know what I'm saying. But so basically, you know, what we're going to do is we're going to just keep going with this series. We're going to go all the way through the game. So, Master Quest, it's a little bit different. You know, it's supposed to be basically inverted, and there's some other stuff. But we're keeping it spoiler-free for me. I just don't know. I don't have enough of memory of the original game anymore. I haven't played it since the N64 days. I mean, I mean, that's not 100% true. I tried it on Nintendo Switch Online. I tried it on 3DS, but I never, like, actually was going to play it all the way through. Oops. You know, so we're gonna play this one all the way through. A little bit different. I haven't played it all the way through since I was a young kid, so... You know, I haven't suffered the Water Temple lately or anything like that, so it'll be interesting to kind of go back through that and just experience it. Oh my gosh, I do not want to hear this. I did not mean to click on this person, by the way. No! Stop talking, man! I know, dude. I was just being dumb. Leave me alone. Anyways. Yeah, bully. Goodness. They bully Link in the beginning of this game. They really do. Link, you deserve better, man. You're like the freaking savior of the world and stuff, man. I don't know why people can't be cool with you. Can't people be chill? What's the problem? Okay, anyways, what you're supposed to do is go through this. I'm not doing the right thing here. The inverted, it is kind of throwing me off, actually. At first, I didn't realize it was different, but it is a little different. So it will make this interesting, and I don't have... Maybe when I start getting back into muscle memory, it'll become confusing, though. That's the only thing I'm thinking. That's my only concern, but you know, we'll see how that goes as the episodes progress. We're just gonna do the whole game. I don't know if I'm gonna 100% the game. I have not committed to that. I think we're just going to finish it. I don't think we're going to 100% it. I don't think I have the patience for that with this game. I think there'd be a lot to do, and it's the Master Quest version, which would be even harder. So it's probably just a run through to finishing it. Okay. I know I finished it back in the day, though. I definitely did that. Definitely finished it back in the day. Okay, now I've got the sword. So to get the shield, you need 40 rupees. So we're gonna have to. It's a hidden treasure, you guys. It's not that hidden. The sword looks sick, though. The graphics are freaking sick on this game, considering its age. Some of the things they were able to do back then. I mean, that must have looked like magical back in the day, dude. Can you imagine? It still looks good to this day. That polygons you just saw there, like, that's nuts, dude. That like where they flash the sword. It doesn't always. I mean, it doesn't look like that in game, but like that. I mean, as you're swinging it or anything, but it's like where they show you getting the sword and what it looks like. That was like some crazy graphics for back then, man. Like, that's nuts. Let me know what you think of that in the comments, man. I'm telling you. I want to hear from you guys. It's weird not to be streaming these and just doing a let's play, but that's kind of what I want to do. I just really want to focus on the game. Plus, I want to be able to just get off on tangents you guys can listen to. Okay, I shouldn't have clicked on this guy either, but, you know. Oh, the backflip, yes. The roll attack I understand. The backflip I forgot about, but we haven't gotten there yet. We're not there yet. We need 40 rupees, though. That's what we do need. So, we gotta go see Mr. Deku Tree and get to the Deku Tree, basically, the dungeon. Although, I think you need the slingshot. You shouldn't even bother going in there until you get the slingshot, I don't think. So, we gotta figure that part out first. I think you have, or either have to have a bow and arrow or a slingshot, one of the two. Because there's that spider and you can't get him. So, that's the part I got stuck at before I cut the last video off. And that's probably where we'll end this video, more than likely, too. Depending on how long it takes me to get to 40 rupees here. Did I pick up the rupees or did I leave them behind? Oh, crap. Let's not do that. Almost lost like 5 rupees there. That would have been ugly. Anywho. Here. Yeah, but so... He did kind of put you right into it's a tutorial dungeon, but I mean, it kind of puts you right into the mix, which is cool, get you going. There's some rupees in here. It's really not enough on its own to get the shield, though. You need to, like, explore the whole map, kind of. They kind of want to get you used to doing that, I think. That's kind of the idea, is, like, getting you used to exploring the whole map and everything. It's so funny because, you know, Square talked about how they couldn't put Final Fantasy VII on this system, but this looks just like it when you really look at it. I mean, if you really, really look at the graphics in this, like blowing up on a big TV like this, it really reminds me of the Final Fantasy VII texturing. It really does. It's that you can tell it's a product of that era. They really were trying to mimic that whole PlayStation RPG vibe, you know, because that was their competition, and they really did an amazing job with this game, you know. Yes, of course, this is square bushes and everything, but, you know, there's a certain charm about this era. And, you know, especially, I've been really jonesing for the GameCube era. And this game is really more of the N64 era, but it's also the GameCube era. You know, there's 2 copyright dates, 98 and 2003, so it's like, yes, it was part of the N64 era, but this game was just as huge when it came and was re-released. I mean, this was a big deal. That's this Zelda collection here. That's what we're playing. So yeah, you know, it's good stuff. I plan on getting more of these over time. You know, I'm gonna take my time with each one because they're really expensive. That's kind of what we're doing here. We're gonna play every inch of this game before we get into something else because they cost a lot. But that's basically how we're gonna do it with GameCube stuff. I really want to get back into those. Kind of the first. This is just kind of the first one, you know. I think this is just my room. Yeah. That's just our room. Okay. The Kokiri Forest. We're going with Kokiri. Let me know in the comments below what you call it, though. Does everybody call it the same thing? That's what I really want to know. Does everybody call it Kokiri? Is there a debate? It's like E's and Y's. I hear people call E's Y's. It is E's, but I mean, is it though? It looks like Y's. So I mean, it could really go either way, I think, but okay. Yeah, it won't be too hard to get to 40. It's just they make it actually kind of difficult. So I don't know why. Yeah, that invertedness is kind of like it puts the freaking fence in your face. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't really want to go back in there. Can I whack on this sign maybe? I don't think it's gonna drop anything. Did I get the one that's up there yet? No, I didn't. Okay, so there's the one up here I still need to get to. So let's grab that. Maybe between that and this bushes? Maybe. We'll see. And sometimes these bushes up front here seem to be very stingy about the rupees, I will say. At least from my experience so far. Don't really need those, but it's fun to get them. Oops. Gotta remind myself to do snapback when I get up there because you get disoriented. There we go. That's what you want to do. You want to snap in front of these. Snap the camera angle so you don't fall off, because otherwise you... I mean, you might fall off anyway. It's a little janky. There we go. But it'll save you some headache because doing this over and over again gets old. Thank you very much. I'm a real man. Oh, thanks. I finally someone has told me this. Whatever, person. You are tripping. Okay. I just need one more, man. Don't be so stingy with this. One. I literally need one. There it is! Okay, I need to go to the red roof inn. It's not the red roof inn, but it's the thing with the red roof. Red roofed place. Where are you? There you are. So that's how you know where the shop is. Oh, and you have to look at this girl up here for some reason. I still haven't figured out. I guess just to show you how to walk onto targets and look at. I don't know. It's cool. I mean, but it just seems kind of extra. Like, oh, before you get on with your dang day, here, let me just get in your way. Yeah, that's kind of it. But use L targeting. You can talk to people. That's basically where we're at. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. Nice. We're gonna talk to him just because it's funny. Because we don't sell swords, because obviously we don't want to make it easy for Link at all. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Hold the game to control. Ba-da-da-da. Press R to crouch and defend if you put blah 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 blah. We're kind of trying to skip some of this, quit. Bye. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and load our shield up. I'm gonna go ahead and save just while I always like to be in the habit of that. Highly recommend it no matter what game you're playing. Okay. Especially old school games, they are really bad about not having quick saves and stuff, so you have to be really careful. I like to get into a habit of just saving. Anytime I remember to save, highly recommend that, especially in this game. It cannot go amiss. You don't want to box this guy so bad. I hate this friggin'... Who hates this guy? Let me know in the comments. This guy's annoying. Oh, you can't go by. You can't go by. I'm gatekeeping. I'm gatekeeping. Look at me, I'm gatekeeping. I'm done. You want to see the great Deku tree, you should at least equip a sword. I did. I said I did. Still a wimp. This guy. I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I think you should peace out. Don't leave me be. That's what I do think. Oops. All right, we got a stick. Okay. Yep, we will not be using these at the moment. Oh, maybe that's what you use to get the... Okay. I wonder if you have to use the stick on the spider is what it is. That's what it is. I bet that is what it is. I'll bet you. Should equip those. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Mike will welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Mike will, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. That translation is okay. Does thou have any courage enough to... Does thou have courage? Yes. 100% yes, Mr. Tree. Now, turn into a dungeon, because I guess that's how Zelda is. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Mike will, and Mike will, when Navi speaks, use Upsea to listen well to her words of wisdom. Okay. Pearls of knowledge, if you will. And I assume you will, so. Okay, what's up with these sticks? What is up with these sticks, man? What do these things do? There. What does the Deku stick do? Yeah, equip that. Equip that. Oh. Okay. That's fine. In we go. Ah, never hesitate. You can see down below this web using... Okay. Oh. So what does this do? Can you whack this thing with it? No. Yeah, I guess you just have to jump through that thing then. That's the only thing I can see that you need to do. Because they keep hinting, oh, come down this thing. Okay. Hey, we got further if that's the case than in the last time I did this video, so it's an improvement of like 5 minutes. I'll be like a world record person in no time. Oh, well, that was pretty sick. Okay. Good. Ah, did I miss? Are you fracking kidding me? Maybe you have to light something with the stick? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I thought you could just straight jump on this thing. I see you, Bat. I see you. Where are you? I used to see you. It's gone now. That's not creepy. Oh, I guess that doesn't work. Okay. So you probably need flame of some kind then? Figure out what it is exactly they want you to do. Has to do something with the stick. Okay. It's gotta have something to do with the stick. But what? What does the stick even do? I don't think you'd have to leave. Wish Navi would give me better hints, man. Let's see here. Doesn't look up and then down. Maybe jumping with the stick in your hand? It doesn't really make any sense, but I'll give it a shot. I would think you'd be looking for flame to burn the web with, but I don't remember this. I really don't. Huh. I don't know what these sticks are actually for. Maybe you have to light it before you come in? That seems not right to me. But maybe that's the case. So it wouldn't stay lit when you zone. That's the thing. I don't think it would, at least. Okay. Well, let me go back in here and just feel like I'm missing something, but I couldn't figure out a way to get past that spider at all. Stick or no stick. Oh, here we go. Yeah, but the spider's gonna freaking kill me. Oh, you can get past it. Okay. Okay, you have to kind of like be stealth about it, I guess. I see. You have to like do it when he's not facing you or something. Ah, okay. It's definitely possible, I guess. I didn't think it was at first, but... There we go. Nice. Okay, I thought you had to do something special to get by that thing. I guess not. And then we have what? Is this? Oh, the map. Okay, nice. Flashing room. Sweet, we got the map. Nice, so I think this will be a good place to wrap up the first video. Successfully getting the map here. Is there something else to attack? That was weird. I don't want to die here. There's spiders up here that are going to kill me. Well. A little worried, I'm going to be honest. Be careful. Alright, we're going to save it right here then, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a nice little, like, kind of like, what's the word, like, dramatic place to save. So we're going to save right here. And we'll see you guys in episode 2 of my new Master Quest series. I hope you guys are having a great day.